Hi, my name is Willie Cook, and on this video, I'm going to be talking about my mistakes working with POR15. I did not mix it good enough because the bottom of this, there was quite a bit of pigment or material on the bottom of it that just doesn't mix very easily. I suggest if you're going to work with this stuff that you get a drill attachment to mix this up really well, because stirring it by hand, unless you're going to stir it for an hour or so, isn't really enough. So what happened was, while this tank came out pretty good, this tank did not. Hard to see in there, but there was it's spotty. It's not really an even coat. It's supposed to look more like this. So that's actually a pretty even coat, except there's a little bit of a goo on that one side, and there's also some goo up on this lid, because I did not turn it over fast enough. This one isn't in that bad. This one has just one spot where it collected in the corner. I just don't like the way it looks in there. It's kind of not a pretty job. So before I went doing this, I was experimenting with this. I called and they suggest trying, what is it? Methylene chloride, which is basically paint stripper concentrate. It's been in there for quite a while. I've been shaking it with nuts, and it's not really loosening it up at all. I tried poking it with a screwdriver. It's still in there pretty darn tight. So that should give an example on how tough this POR15 is it will stand up against methylene chloride for days and not flinch. Meanwhile, I was just dumping it out, and it just barely sat on there for like 5 seconds and pulled this paint off right away. So yeah, this stuff was no joke, and it still didn't touch it at all. So that's my intermission video. Gonna be redoing it. Not that it didn't stick. I'm sure it'd perform fine in these other two tanks because they're still coated. This one was the only one that wasn't coated properly. What happened was, this was the first one I filled up, which had the thinner stuff on top, and then this was the second one I filled up, which had the medium quality, somewhat chunky stuff, and this was the last of it, and that didn't have any of the chunks or the thin fluid in that one, so that's why that one came out better. So you got to mix this stuff really well. Another tip is just get the smaller cans when you're working with these things. I thought I would save a buck or two getting a bigger can. I read the directions. You're supposed to pour the entire contents into a can, which I did not know before I was buying it. So lesson learned, I got 4 smaller containers of it this time around. So thought I'd post this video so people can learn from my mistakes. So yeah, I'm the airhead. Oops. I did not follow the direction as well as I should have, so. As soon as POR15 makes a thinner for their paints, I have that on order now. We'll see how well that takes off the liner. And if it does work, that's great. If not, I will move on to another trick I saw doing some research online, and that is PVC primer, which I've worked with it a time or two before, and that stuff is pretty darn stinky and nasty stuff. You don't want to get it on your hands if you can avoid it. So we'll see if that, with the POR15 thinner, or no, solvent doesn't take this off. We'll see what that primer does, because that's actually, the primer is more caustic than acetone, and I was thinking acetone would probably be the next step I could go, but I've already seen that other people have tried acetone and it just softens it up, much like this methylene chloride kind of stuff. So, if you like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and stay tuned for when I get these things done and looking pretty. These are both going to be getting painted, but shh, that's a secret. We'll save that for when it's done. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.